Peace, family. Was good. It's good. Death to my enemies. All I'm saying is that talking about Mike Rashid and the light skinned dude, yo, this red pill shit really got a lot of you dudes so distracted. The Matrix wasn't even that good of a movie. To create an entire lifestyle around the Matrix movie and a concept that's not even in the movie, it's some bullshit. The red pill movement, quite honestly, has a lot of what would be called beta men disrespecting, berating women, and perpetuating the same cycle of bullshit. We have so many kids being raised by one parent, male or female. It's too many. To have this idea that you have to fear divorce, get a fucking prenup. If you're that scared of a divorce, get a fucking prenup. And if you can't afford a lawyer, you shouldn't. Maybe that's where you should start worrying. Maybe her taking half of your shit isn't even the problem. Maybe you're not making most of the money you should be making, and that's the real issue. It's like this disillusioned perspective that, yeah, modern women are completely fucking out of line, off the fucking leash. This is the craziest woman I've ever fucking been in human history, and there's a reason for that. Niggas like you, and I mean that in the most disrespectful way possible, niggas like you, doing the shit you're currently doing, made this shit happen. A culture of that shit. I'm not gonna continue on. I'm not gonna keep complaining about this shit. These bitches out of line, you dumb niggas out of line, and you still fucking each other. You're still making babies. So now we got bitch ass nigga babies. Fuck do you do with that situation? You got dumb bitches who worship Cardi B, and they're like, great, Cardi B's talented, great, Megan Thee talented. These motherfucking fucking role models. That's not the image that their parents had when they had this baby. Maybe the money, maybe the fame, but the substance, the context, what they're actually going to be remembered for, the actual legacy that they're saying, everything's fun in the moment. Being a red pill dude is fun in the moment, going out and just having a coffee with a girl, that's fun in the moment, because you think that you're occupying some kind of power or control or some shit. That means you got to bring some real shit to the table now. So if you're going to hold the wallet back, you need a real personality now. You need some real dreams, goals, and ambitions now. The pressure is always going to be upon men. That's why feminism exists. The response to that isn't the fucking meninist movement. The response to single mothers is not the father's rights movement. The response to these things is, how do we help people have family? How do we assist people in raising their children and maintaining their marriage? Not, I'm gonna fuck your girl, I'm gonna fuck this bitch, I'm gonna fuck... To coexist with these people for the rest of your life. That's why sometimes you'll see one of you motherfuckers gotta die, because that's the only way one of you is gonna move forward. You're not gonna be able to exist on the planet knowing somebody fucked your wife, knowing somebody has sex with your husband. You're probably going to kill him. You're probably going to die. You're more than likely going to get killed on the pathway that you're on. I would probably take you out. If you thought about it, I would take you out, let alone doing it. If you so much as looked in the general direction and had the idea, I would probably fight you. More than likely, I would just fight you. So, I just, like, if you're going to talk that red pill shit, I feel like Mike Rashid put it best, because he embodies my idea, my movement, and that's the gold pill movement. This is somebody who took himself and built himself up to such a level that I remember Mike Rashid back. I've never been close friends with this guy. I don't know him that well, but I remember back in Mike Rashid since fucking forever. Back in the bodybuilding circles with Matt Ogus and fucking Chris Jones. You know, a lot of those guys back when Elliot Holst was still in the garage gym and whatnot. I was really big into the fitness bodybuilding community back in that day. So I knew of Mike Rashid forever. To hear him say what he said, it's the same thing I feel and a lot of other men feel, is that you just seem, these young men and these young women, I say that I'm almost 30. Y'all, you're just so fucking retarded and confused and so fucking dumb. And it's so sad, it's so shameful. Because your parents weren't there to raise you, so there was no one to impart this wisdom on you. For those of you that had parents, you were so demonic and so rebellious to your parents that you gained nothing from them and you learned nothing. And now so many of us are suffering, so many of us are struggling because we don't know what was abuse and what was raising a child. We don't know anymore. There's so many opinions, there's so many ideas, there's so much subjectivity. You can't build a civilization, you can't build a nation, you can't build an empire or a kingdom or a business off of subjectivity. We have come full circle. All right, women are free. Black people, free. You're not going to be murdered for being gay anymore. You know, come to America, come to any nation that you want to. Open borders across the board. You can live wherever you want to on the planet. We've come full circle again to stare in the face of God and to realize this is why, if you want to call it spirituality, you want to call it occultism, you want to call it religion, you can call it whatever kind of backwards bullshit you need to. There's a God. There's a natural order. There's a way that you want to live life, and that's if you have something nice, you don't want someone coming along and fucking that up. That's what religion is. So the people that don't like religion, a lot of these red pills, a lot of these blue pills, you need to step into the gold pill light. You need to step into the light. You need to discover truth. And you need to realize there's just work to be done. It doesn't matter if a woman does it. It doesn't matter if a man does it. There's work to be done. So you're afraid of divorce. Great. Be single forever. No one ultimately cares. But what are you doing about this system that we live in? You want to suck dick and you're a dude. I don't give a fuck. It's not my problem. What the fuck are you about to do about these pedophiles and these child molesters? You know? There's real issues in life. There's actual things that need to get solved. And at the end of the day, women gravitate to that. Because for some reason, these young ladies are more aware of the life that they're living in. If you want to talk about why black women are fed up with black men, black women are more aware of the life that they're living in than anybody on the planet. When I ask motherfuckers, smile. You're overcoming slavery, you're overcoming Jim Crow, you're overcoming sexism. You're overcoming having, like, knowing that the system of oppression exists to hold black men so low. You still have needs. Likewise with men that go to other races and shit like that. You know, I'm not even gonna get into that fucking shit. That's my point. Who gives a fuck? But you motherfuckers are just, you're on something else right now. It's like, how hard is it to accept that somebody's gay or accept that somebody... I got a god brother, well, god sister now. if they have their way. Always showed signs. Always very feminine. His entire life. And when he started stepping into that and he started feeling more comfortable with that feminine nature, why would it make sense to hold your arms up in disarray as if You didn't know this motherfucker had sugar in his tank the whole goddamn time. You know, it wasn't hard to accept him. It wasn't hard to see this is where he feels comfortable. This is the life he's choosing to live, and that's great. He still has a purpose in God's eyes. He still has work that needs to be done. And if there's work to be done within the LGBTQ community, there's many people there. There's room out of the cross for everybody. Everybody willing. This isn't a system that works, and I understand this about America now. This isn't a system that works that you're going to keep sitting on the outside throwing stones. And then when the apocalypse comes, now you want to ask for help. Now you want to ask for forgiveness. Now you want to say, oh, you're a Christian. You don't know what Christianity is. You don't know what Islam is. You don't know what you don't understand anything about anything because you're sitting on the outside with shiny rocks. Howling like animals, contorting your bodies, thinking that that's what God wanted and God intended. It's easy to see the problem. It's harder for you all, not for me, for you niggas, to see the solution. Because sadly, for most of you, the way that you were raised, the way that you were conditioned, and the way that you were taught, you don't think there is a solution.